Hey folks, Nas here. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Medieval Dynasty Tips and Tricks. In today's episode, I will show you how to earn 2,000 coins or more in your first day of playing Medieval Dynasty, along with some tips to set you up for a great start in your new game. This will be a step-by-step guide for you to follow, so feel free to pause the video at any time and complete the tasks in your own game. Alrighty, let's get into it. Alrighty folks, we're going to talk about a few settings first. So on your main menu, you can go to settings, you can go to graphics, scroll down, go to shadows and change this to low. You can also go down to foliage and change foliage to low. But then we're going to do C and accept changes, or click accept changes. Go back to gameplay. No. We're going to escape back out of that, and then we're going to start a new game. As soon as you enter the game, you want to turn to your left and check to see that there is a cart at the starting location, like this one right here. If it's not there, go back to the main menu and start a new game until you have a cart in your game. Once you have a game with the cart at the starting location, make sure to pick up the items. It should be a copper sickle and a flat straw hat. Now, I've tested this about 10 different times, and the cart that shows up here is always got the same items in it. Now, there is always a chance that there might be different items in this, because the devs can change it at any time. Now, you want to start picking up sticks, preferably the bushes, because you can get 2 to 3 at a time. So the bushes are going to be these little things sticking up right here. You see there, I got 2 off of that one, 2 off of that one. You also want to pick up stones off the ground. So the stone is just like this one right here on the ground. So that's stone. Pick those up. You want to pick up 20 stone and 50 sticks. And you can monitor that up in the top left corner. You can see the number up at the top left corner. I've got 15 sticks on me now. What I like to do is I like to go around, I like to hit all of these little stick bushes and grab my 50 sticks. Then I can concentrate on trying to find the stone. The stone and everything is laying around pretty easily on the ground. And that's why we dropped the foliage and the shadows to low. Little fox there. To where you can, it makes it much easier to see these items. So what you want to do is go around, pick up the sticks, pick up the stone, get you 50 sticks, get you 50 stone. Excuse me, 20 stone, not 50. You won't be able to walk with 50. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I've got my 20 stone and I've got a little over 50 sticks. What I like to do is bring it over here to the roadway and drop it. You can hit your tab to open your inventory. You can click the little hammer and anvil and you can see I've got 52 sticks and 20 stone. So you highlight the sticks, hit X, hit E to select all of the sticks, and then hit F to drop those. You're going to do the same thing for the stone. X, E, F. Drops them right there on the ground. So that way you can quickly go back and start picking again 50 sticks and 20 stone. Now I'm going to put on the screen a little map. We're going to actually talk about this first. So, as soon as you get any kind of a skill point upgrade, you can hit your tab, go to skills, and you can see I've got a little gold star next to survival. Survival knowledge is where you want to start dropping your points when you get that. So if you get crafting points, or crafting skill points, you want to drop them in the knowledge portion first. Because as you can see, if I put one in knowledge, I get 5% more experience gain from survival activities. It's the same thing for the production, diplomacy, farming, hunting, and extraction. You want to make sure to place it in the knowledge first. That way you're gaining as many skill points per activity as possible. It's going to help you progress in the game much more smoothly. Then I'm going to put on the screen a map of a safe area for you to actually do all of your stone and stick picking. That way you don't have to worry about any aggressive animals sneaking up on you and biting you in the butt. So let me go through. What you want to do is pick up the sticks and stones, get you probably 3 or 4 stacks on the road. You should easily be able to get 3 stacks. If you do a little extra hunting up here for the stone, you can get 4 stacks. Let me go through. I'm going to get, 3 or 4 stacks of sticks and stones. Remember, there's 20 stone, 50 stick, and stack them on the road. And then I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, folks, I've got my 4 stacks of my sticks and stones. If you forget where you left your stones and your sticks on the road, you can hit the Alt button. You can see right here that it'll highlight that for you. So now what you want to do, pick up all of your sticks and stones. Since you left them all in one pile, you're going to be completely encumbered. You will not be able to move. You can see it down in the bottom left corner of the screen. That red circle with the white arrow on it is all the way down around to the left. So you hit Q to open up your personal crafting wheel. Go back. You can go to hand crafting, go to stone knives, but don't click it. You actually want to hit R on your keyboard. Matter of fact, you can see it there in the middle of the screen. It says R to craft more. So you hit R. You can see I can craft 40 stone knives. We're going to do that. We're going to hit E to select all 40, and then we're going to hit F to accept that. And you just stand here and let it craft all 40 knives. Alrighty. So now that we're done with all of our stone knives, we've got a crafting skill that we can actually apply. We're going to go to skills, we go to crafting. You can see we got 1 point in crafting. We're going to drop that in crafting knowledge. We got 1 of 3. Well, now we've got our stone knives crafted. We got 40 of them. We have our copper sickle and we have our flat straw hat that we picked up out of the cart. We got about 6 kilograms left. So what we can do is we're going to start heading down to Gostovia. We're going to pick up a few sticks along the way. Looks like I've already got 20 sticks now. Well, let's see, I want to pick up, let's pick up 25 sticks. Okay, I got 25 sticks. So that should be enough for 3 more stone knives because it takes 5 sticks for each stone knife. And then we can pick up, when we see them, we can pick up 6 stone. If we see them. It'd be pretty quick. Yeah, here's some over here. 1 right here. 1 here. Here. There. There. And there. Then we can actually, now see we're carrying too much. So we can actually open that up. We can hit that and we can go ahead and craft those 3 stones. I know I did that pretty quick, but I've already shown you how to go through and open the crafting wheel with Q and then hit R on the stone knife and then hit E to select all the stone knives you can craft and then hit F to craft them. So this will just give us a little bit extra is all. So we're going to have about 43 stone knives on us. We've actually unlocked the Tavern 1. So in doing this stuff, you're actually unlocking skills and buildings. But what we want to do now is we're going to go down here and we are going to talk to Uniegost to actually start our first quest before it gets dark. And that's the whole key, is time is money right now on your first day. So I'm going to talk to Uniegost and blaze through this, and I'll be right back once I'm done talking with him. Alrighty, there we go. We are done talking to Uniegost. Don't worry about stealing anything on these tables yet, because that's not our focus right now. Our focus is trying to make about 2,000 coin and starting to get you a better start on the game. So now what you want to do is come in here. Oh, there's the vendor lady now. The tavern lady, you just open up with E and go to 1 for show me your wares, and they want you to sell all of your stone knives, every last one of them. You'll highlight it, you hit F and then E to sell, and then where's the hat? There we go. We're going to sell the hat. It's just 1 item. You just hit F to sell it. So we've already got 797.4 coin just from selling those items. So now what you want to do is hit the wrong button. Wait, no, that's not what we want to do. We want to hit the right buttons. So we want to go out this east gate, and start collecting stones and sticks again. And once you get encumbered, so you're going to try to stick to that 20 stone, 50 sticks. Once you collect 20 stone, 50 sticks, you walk up to the road and you're going to just drop them on the road like we did earlier. And then you're going to go back and you're going to start collecting more. And when you get the 20 and 50 again, bring them up, drop them on the road. Don't worry about stacking them in the same place. Just walk up to the road, because what you're doing is you're going to work your way down. Let me show you on the map here. You're going to work your way down all the way to this bridge. You can go over here and just pick a little bit if you need to pick up a few extra stuff. Once you get down to this bridge, it's actually not on the map, but you can see the road right here, but there's a bridge there. Once you get down to that bridge and you've collected your last stack of 20, 50, so that's 20 stone, 50 sticks, craft them into stone knives. And you're going to go back to each pile that you've left on the road all the way back to Gostovia. Now, it's going to be dark out when you do this. So you want to make sure that your torch is equipped, because that's going to help you when it's really dark in the game to be able to see what you need to see. Again, that's why we drop the foliage and the shadows to help you see these items. Let's get back out of this. Let's go into our inventory. You're going to highlight your simple torch and you're going to hit F. Hitting F, it puts a little red circle next to it, means that you've got it equipped. That simple torch is right here on Rasimir. So now you can hit F and it brings your torch up. You hit F again, it puts it away. If by chance your torch runs out, you can craft more. But I haven't needed to craft another torch in doing this. But what I'll show you is, along the river here, you can see all those little reeds. You can go down in there, pick reeds, and take some of your sticks and go into your crafting wheel and craft you a new torch if you have to. Now, keep an eye on your thirst and your hunger. So I typically let my hunger get really low, just like my water is right now. So it'll give you that thirst sound when he gets thirsty. So you're right next to the water. You should be able to go down there, take a drink of water, and then go right back to picking sticks and stones. Also, if you see them, pick up broadleaf plantains. You can see there are these little green leafy things with purple flowers in the middle. Now once it gets dark, you won't see them. But if you see them, go ahead and pick them up. So anyway, I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick up sticks and stones, do my gathering all the way down to the bridge, and start crafting all the way back. And I'm going to do this all night long. Stay between the road and the water, and you won't reach any aggressive animals. If you've completed this side and it's still dark, it's not morning yet. The morning is about 6 a.m. I believe the workers start coming to work, so the vendors are available, I believe, at 8 a.m. Now, once you've completed this side, you can come along this edge of Gostovia and do the same thing, and then out the other side of Gostovia. So I'll show you again. You can work your way through here. After you've completed all of this, again, staying between the road and the water, come down through here. You can go all the way to the second bridge without worrying about any animals. Matter of fact, you could go all the way around this walk if you wanted to. There's no aggressive animals along there. But you're not going to need to go that far. So just keep working this area here, stacking your stuff on the road, and then work down through this area over here. Like I said, all the way up to the second bridge, stacking your stuff on the road, and then you're going to craft these on this side, even though it's dark. As soon as you get down here, begin crafting your stack all the way back. Then work your way down this way. And as it turns daylight, you're going to notice it starts turning daylight around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Once you start seeing the sun come up, go ahead and start crafting your stuff and work back through each stack wherever you've placed it on the road, crafting your stone knives at that point. If there's any point you need to drop some of your stone knives, do that. Drop part of your stack, run into Gostovia, and drop it on a table. That way, and I would suggest right outside the tavern. You can even go in the tavern and drop those knives right on the counter so they're there when you talk to the vendor in the morning. That's only if you have to, though. Depends on how fast you're collecting stones and sticks and how many knives you're crafting. So let me go through and I'm going to collect my sticks and stones, and I will see you once it turns morning again. Alrighty folks, I have just crafted my last stack of stone knives, and you can see it is 7:59 in the morning, so it's getting ready to turn 8 o'clock. I ended up, let me show you where I was actually at. So I traveled all down through here, all the way. I ended up going back over in here a little bit, and then of course I started coming back along the road where I was dropping my sticks and stones and crafting my stone knives. About halfway back I had to stop and go into the tavern, and I dropped some stone knives on the counter, and then I came right back out and started recrafting the rest of my stone knives that I had stacks for. And then I started going down along the backside of Gostovia here, between the water and Gostovia, picking up sticks and stones and crafting the last little bit. That way I was trying to wait until about 8 o'clock so I can go see the vendor. So now we're going to head in to the vendor. Through the night I ended up having to eat all of my apples, and I think I ate almost all of my dried meat. But as you can see, I'm running low on thirst again, so I'm going to have to drink some water in a minute. But right now, we are going to go... Oop, vendor lady's coming. She's not quite here yet. Here she comes. So you see, there's my stone knives that I dropped. I got 53 stone knives there. Where's she at? Come on. Pick up my stone knives. There we go. So you can see I got 100 stone knives on me. But that's going to be a pretty good chunk of change. Plus, we already had stone knives that we sold when we started this. So we've currently got 797.4 coin. We've got 99 stone knives that we're getting ready to sell. Now, you want to make sure to keep one stone knife and equip it for yourself, because you would need the stone knife when you start hunting so you can skin your animals. Now we're going to sell as many knives as we can to this lady. We're going to hit F, we're going to hit E. She's only going to take 74 stone knives. Now as you can see, that's going to give us 1,110 coin. And that gives us 1,907.4 coin already, and we still have 25 stone knives left. So now we have to go find another vendor to sell this stuff to. So let's head out. And there, you use the directional arrow at the top of the screen. Okay, it looks like Edwin's out in the field. So let's head, we'll go out this gate here and go around the field and catch Edwin. You can just hit the Alt button to see where they're at. Where'd he go? He was out here. I'm out of breath. Oh yeah, he's still out here. We set it up the hill there. Come here, Edwin. I need to talk to you. Alright, Edwin, show me your wares. Alright, we're going to sell the last of these stone knives for 375 coin. So there we go. We have made over 2,000 coin in our first day. I know it's the second day, but you start the game and it's already 8 o'clock in the morning when you start the game. We start out a brand new game with 50 coin. So we actually made 2,232.4 coin in just a 24-hour period. Now, what you're going to do is get out of his dialogue. Thank you, sir. Now what we want to do is we want to actually head down the other side of Gostovia here to the river. It's a nice, ugly, rainy day today, but that doesn't matter because it's not going to stop us from doing what we need to do. So once you've sold all of your stone knives, and you probably shouldn't have any more sticks or stones on you. If you do, that's okay, because you'll end up using them later. as long as you don't have a tremendous amount and you're encumbered and stuff like that. If you are, make sure that you're picking up either sticks or stones so you can craft them again and get rid of the weight. But anyway, what we need to do is we're going to go along here. It's going to be part of your quest as well. If you look over on the right hand side of the screen for the chapter 1, A New Beginning, the third one down, it says you need 20 straw. What you're going to actually do is you're going to sit here and you're going to pick reeds right here. So you get straw every time you pick reeds, and you get between 1 and 3, I believe, straw every time you pick a reed. And there's plenty of reeds here. So what you're going to do is just take you a few minutes, go through and pick you a ton of reeds or straw. I typically like to pick somewhere between 80 and 200. 100, we're probably going to stop with 100 today. We're not selling it. Yes, I know, health. Oh, I need a drink. That's why it's telling me health, because I didn't drink. There we go. We drank. So what you want to do is collect somewhere between 80 and 100 reeds. What that's going to do, one, it's going to satisfy the quest. Two, we're not drinking water. I want reeds. There we go. Reeds. Two, it's going to help you with building your first couple of buildings. Now granted, you're probably going to have to come back down here and pick some more reeds to build some more buildings, but that's okay. And if you want to take a little extra time here and pick, 200 straw, that's up to you. But I think all you really need is somewhere between 80 and 100 be sufficient for right now. So let me finish picking these and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we've got 102 reed. Now what you want to do is you want to pick up 2 more stone and you want 5 more sticks. Because we are going to craft a stone axe. There we go. We got 8 sticks on that one. So go over to your crafting wheel, go to handcrafting. Oops, we need 10 sticks. I'm sorry. I'm thinking stone knives. We need 10 sticks. There we go. 10 sticks. You want to craft your stone axe. Once you craft the stone axe, go ahead and make sure you equip it. So you can hit your inventory tab and go to the stone axe, and you can select whichever action slot you want it in. I want my axe in 1. I like my stone knife in 8. So I'm going to go ahead and set those up for me. Equip my stone axe and then run over here to pretty much any maple tree and chop down the maple tree. When you chop down this maple tree, you're going to take the tree down. Even though this tree is smaller than that maple tree, it's going to give you the same amount of logs, which is 4. You pick up the logs, open your crafting wheel, and you want to craft those into stone or wooden spears. So we hit R, E, and F. And we can craft all 4 of those wooden spears at once. Once you're done crafting the wooden spears, you want to make sure to equip one of them, because we're fixing to start traveling across the map a little bit, and in case you run into something, you need to have a weapon handy. So open your inventory, highlight the wooden spear. I'm going to put mine in 3. And you only need to have 1 spear equipped, because as long as you have them in your inventory, it'll auto-equip after you throw it if you need to. We're going to get out of that. We're going to get to our spear. Now, we're going to start heading across the map. So what you want to do is we're going to head over to Branica, right there. You can see, there we are, right here. And we're going there. What I typically like to do is walk down this side, so the south side of the river, walk down this path or run down that path. You can run until you're out of breath and then gain your stamina back, and then cross the river, because sometimes right here is a cart. And if there's a cart there, there's going to be some items that you can pick up, and you can either keep them or sell them. But it's more items. Free items is always good. Then you want to head up. I typically like to head up, come down across here, so you can see I'm pointing here. There's another cart right here. Sometimes. The carts are always random when they show up. But if there's no cart there, you can check this cart there, then literally just follow this creek all the way up, until you reach this road up here. And I'll show you. And then you can just follow this road into Branica. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I'll meet you when we get to Branica. Alrighty, we got lucky and we have a cart at that first location I told you about, right here. We have a torch, we have a plank, and we have a stone axe. So now we have 2 stone axes. Looks to be everything from that cart. I don't see anything on the inside. And we're going to keep moving. Alrighty, folks, we got double lucky because we actually have a cart here as well. Now this just has planks. You're probably going to keep the planks because you can actually utilize those to upgrade your roof from the thatch roof to the wooden roof. So now we're coming back to this little creek bed. Take you a drink if you want to. Don't forget to eat. You can see that my health is low, so we're going to eat. I'm going to finish eating my dried meat. And I will eat 1 oat roll. There we go. Now we're full. So just follow this creek all the way up to that roadway and then make a left. Alrighty, we're at the road. We're going to make a left and head right down over here to town and talk to Lubomira, who is going to be the sewing lady. And here she is right here in the sewing hut. So we're going to talk to Lubomira. Show me your wares. What you're looking for are the large pouch. So it's 330 coin. You're going to want to buy the large pouch. So you hit F and F. You just bought 1 pouch. You can see it. There it is right there. Then you want to scroll down and you want to find the simple large backpack. That's 510 coin. You go ahead and hit F again and F 1 more time. So now you've bought a backpack and a pouch and you still have 1,442.4 coin. So now we're going to get out of her dialogue. We're going to hit 6 to leave that. Open your inventory. You should be able to go, where's they at? Here? No, here. So go into your inventory, go to the large pouch and hit F. Again, it puts the little red circle and it shows up right over here. And it's increased your weight. So your starting weight was 35 kilograms. The large pouch, as you can see right here, adds 10 kilograms of weight. So we're now up to 45. Now scroll down to the simple large backpack. Do the same thing, highlight it, hit F, so it's equipped, and you can see it's equipped right here. Our weight is increased by 20 kilograms. It's 65 kilogram total weight limit now. So you've almost doubled the amount of weight you can carry on your person. So now that we've got that, what we want to do is we're going to head over to Tutki. Matter of fact, we're not quite to Tutki. We're actually going to go to this little building right there. That's a tool shed. Just literally follow this road if you want to until you get to that tool shed. Now on the way, you want to keep an eye out because there is possible cart locations here and here. So you might get lucky again and find carts there. Now, if you wanted to sell the stuff you picked up at the other 2 carts, if you had those in your game, you could do that with Lubomira, or you can keep the items on you if you like, because you now have the extra weight capacity in your backpack. So we are headed there to that little building. So let's head on our way to Tutki. If I find a cart on the way, I'll stop and show you. Otherwise, I'll see you when we get there. And it looks like we've gotten lucky again. We actually have another cart. So I'll show you where this one's at. Oops, wrong button. So it's at that first location I showed you, right there. So I was following this road. All I did is I just cut up through the grassy area to see if I could see the cart, and I did. So this is where we're at, right there where my little triangle is. And this is going to be a piece of wool and a piece of fur. And we can sell both of those to a vendor if we want, or we can keep them for future use. It's completely up to you. Now we're going to finish heading on to that tool shed, Tuki. Alrighty, we're going a little off-road here, but you can see the building in front of me there. That's the tool shed that we're headed to. Now I want to make it perfectly clear. We're getting ready to actually steal an item, actually 3 items, from the chest in this tool shed. You can see right here, it says rob, right next to the E. So this means that if you are caught, you have a chance to lose Dynasty reputation. And Dynasty reputation is a big deal in this game because it allows you to progress and invite villagers to come to your settlement and things like that. So I want that to be perfectly clear. You will be stealing if you open this chest. Now, there is Raymond right there working the field, but that shouldn't be an issue. Now, what you want to do is you want to hit F5 on your keyboard, and you see up in the top left corner a quick save. If by chance you get caught, you can hit F9 and it will be a quick reload, which will take you right back to this point in your game before you open the chest. But you shouldn't need it. So let's open this chest. We're going to hit E. If we were caught, up in the top left corner of the screen, it would have said Dynasty Reputation in red, and it would have been a negative value of what you lost. We didn't have that. We didn't get caught. So now, you can see there's a bow. There's 5 stone arrows, which we're going to take all of those, and 3 leather. Take those as well. And you can see they're in your inventory, and they are red. That means that you have stolen them. This also means that you can't sell them to the vendor in this town, which I don't think there's a vendor in this town anymore. Raymond used to be a vendor, but he is no longer. So now we've gotten those items. You want to equip your bow. I'm going to put my bow in 3. And you also want to equip your stone arrows. So highlight the stone arrows and hit F. You can see the red circle. They're equipped in your quiver. You don't have to craft a quiver. It's already automatic in the game right now. I don't know if they're going to be adding a quiver later, but for right now, the quiver is automatic. So now you have your bow and 5 stone arrows equipped. If you want to steal more stone arrows, there are some in Gostovia just as you come in from where you started the game. There's a table next to the building on the left. There's 3 stone arrows there. Those are a little bit harder to steal though. But again, you could use the F5 and the F9 options until you're able to steal them without losing reputation. Now you are all set to start your Medieval Dynasty adventure. You've got coin in your pocket. You've got weapons on you. You've got a bow. You have stone arrows. You've got axes. You've got your hammer, which used to be your Uncle Jordan's. Got that from your first quest. And you're ready to go out, find you a location on the map that you want to build, and you can begin your adventure and build your first house and complete your first quest. But this has gotten you set up. That way you've got coin in your pocket. So if you have to buy food, you can. If you want to buy supplies, you can. And you don't have to worry right now about coin, as long as you don't go buy an expensive stuff. So anyway, if you found any of this helpful, please click that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Both those items definitely help the channel, puts this video out in front of other people just like yourself that would like this information. Also, I'd love for you to feel free to share your growing Dynasty pictures in my Discord. I enjoy seeing those things. You'll also find my links to my Discord, my Facebook, and my Twitter in the description below. Again, I appreciate you folks joining me for this episode. You take care and happy hunting.